Shit, I'm bit. Yeah, right. Oh. Hello, and welcome back to another video. I've been getting a lot of requests for a how to siege video into Phoenixes on how to play it defensively properly. So today's video is going to be just about that, and let's get right ahead on this video. So this is the game of Ghosts versus Renegades. This is the game that I just played on Friday, and we ended up 2-0ing them. But this is just about how to siege and what we do with Enhanced Fire Giant. So what you want to do is, there's multiple ways to play it. So on the offensive side here, which is where Barra, me, Sot, and Awesome Jake are, is with Enhanced Fire Giant, you have a lot of power onto Phoenixes, and you do a lot more damage than you do with normal Fire Giant. So when you have EFG, what you want to do is you want to split the map. Usually you want to have your jungler on the opposite side of the map because they can walk into a Phoenix and backdoor the Phoenix. Which you could see right here on the map is that Lasbra on the Ratatasker is going over into the right lane to split the map and try to go kill the Phoenix. So what are we doing on this side of the map is we know that he's safe for sure, which is on the map here on the top right. We know that he is safe, and Solo or Troll right here on the Kuzenbo is going to walk over here into mid lane and pressure this out to keep one person here so he's safe and doesn't have two people on him. So that's how you want to siege with EFG. Sometimes you don't want to do a 3-lane split, but it's the best way to do it if you play it properly. In ranked games and in casuals, usually with EFG, you can 5-man group and kind of just fight them. And it's kind of a 50-50 if you just 5-man fight EFG. You have to play it really, really properly. But in this specific scenario that I'm using, splitting the map, you want to try to have your carries safe, which is me on the Morrigan here and Barra on the Cupid. You have Jake right here posturing towards Sot, so he's A-okay to walk into mid lane. And I'm completely fine, or Barra and I are completely fine for sure, so Jake knows that he can walk in here, and we're at no threat from Mike or PCAT to walk in and fight us. We're at 0 threat at all. So what they're going to do is Sot is going to walk into mid lane here over on the map, and he's going to clear the creeps right here. And he's going to get lane pressure here so he can walk in and keep someone there. So Lasbra is safe to walk in and 1v1 Sam for Soccer, who is on the Thanatos, or kill the Phoenix for free. And what we're going to do over here as the back line, we are going to kind of just posture right here and always have a constant threat on the Phoenix so they can't get it. So here, let's play this through a little bit and see what happens. I'm going to speed it up just a little bit. So here, for example, in this given scenario, is I'm right here with Sot. So Sot's always safe here no matter what, because we know that Sam is to the right with Lass. So Sot is just keeping constant pressure here. And I'm going to walk around and constantly poke fine so he can't walk in and get any type of pressure on Sot or get any poke. And he's just going to get poked, which allows me to transform. Due to me being Morrigan in this scenario, I can transform and go wherever I want. So let's play this out a little bit more. And okay, so Sot right here has the pressure walking in. Here's Barra and Jake pressuring this Phoenix. Here, let me pause this quick. All right, so here, let me go back on that. Okay, so as you see, when Solo pushes in and I already help poke fine, I can rotate back over here and now create pressure onto this Phoenix to poke down this Phoenix. Since we're already doing more damage to the Phoenix, it's already getting more poked. So now let's say a third of the health is gone from the Phoenix already, which now puts them at a scare, and they have to be reactive. They can't just bounce around the map all the time. So Jake and Barra right here walking in, getting free poke on this, and they have to be scared, a little bit scared, but they can walk in and pressure them off. So right now they're getting poke and forcing the enemy team to rotate around the map. So here when they push up, we get it to, let's say, half right now. We force a rotation over from Twig. Twig has to be reactive. Sot can constantly pressure mid. Lasbra can constantly pressure the solo side of the map. because he can threaten a 1v1 and he can threaten Phoenix at the same time. So if you see on the map here, Barra and Jake are playing back now, and I'm playing as the in-between. The in-between person for whatever Phoenix that we decide to go to. I can transform into whatever and look to siege. And constantly look at the poke out Fine, so Fine can't be in the dual lane pressuring that side. So let's play this again. Now that we know that Sam's here, we know where Fine is. If you watch over here, they're going to constantly walk in and slow poke down the Phoenix because there's not much the enemy team can do about it unless they full engage. But since they are two-man split as well as us, they can't really walk into us because we're stronger due to the EFG passive and a constant health regen. So here we have 3 in mid. We know there's 3 mid. So what we decided to do is, since I was the middleman as the Morgan bouncing back and forth, I now know that I'm freely able to walk in here and get poke on this and or get the Phoenix. So now we're playing for the Phoenix. It's pretty much half, we'll say. Jake goes in, gets poke on the ADC or burns beads here. And as you see by Mike is trying to hard zone me or Barra, so we can't get in and hit the Phoenix. So if we play this here a little bit, this is a good beads from Panda. Panda constantly DPSing the front line, so the front line can't constantly poke out, so the front line can't constantly stay inside the Phoenix, and at some point has to restart it. Mike here, as you saw, just hammered me, threatens me, and I have to back off. We still know there's 3 here, so I can play like up and get this. So this is really well played by the Ghost gentleman, and Mike is doing a really good job zoning. Panda is constantly deep against the front line, so the front line can't, or our front line can't just full tank this, and we can get the Phoenix for free. So what we then decide to do, since Mike is zoning, is that we are going to poke him out, so he has to then back, and they have to bring someone else over. So with EFG, you always want to be the ones being the initiative and forcing people to react to you, because you have so many different plays that you can make around the map. So if they send over all 5 people, all Lasbra and I have to do is rotate all the way back over to the mid Phoenix or the right Phoenix and get that for free. In this specific scenario, Ghost played it really well. We got poked out. We have Cupid, so we're going to use the heals. We're going to now look for a Phoenix, or we're going to send Lasbra over to split push again. This is the same scenario as before, where we want to keep them reactive to us and constantly look for backdoor, because you can backdoor on any type of carry and or tank. You can backdoor any Phoenix. So this is really well played. And he just wants to bring people over. We bring 2 people over, okay? We know the Than is around him, and Cthulhu's here, okay? Lasbra knows, calms it, or like even in your rank games, they should be like enemies in whatever lane that you're sieging. So you always want to use your EFG passive and threaten the opposite side Phoenix. Now you see Solo walks in through here because he's tanky, and he's going to walk in to try to collapse onto the back line. If you see that on the map that I drew up here. Now this is actually really well played by Ghost again, because all you want to do when you're defending against EFG, you just want to stall as much time as you can to pressure them to make a play soon, and that's when mistakes start to happen. So this is actually really well played by Ghost here. Now, I think on cast this was called a missed ult here, but actually in reality what he did on Persephone, he ults the wall. Obviously he's trying to hit Barra, right? Now the chance that he hits Barra is pretty low anyway, because Barra has dash. And hitting the wall anyway with Purse. So here, let's play this through a little bit. Okay. So he hits the ult, or he hits the wall, okay? Now on max stand, this whole entire thing now is you can't walk into here. It goes out to here, okay? We, on a siege, you can no longer siege into that, all right? So now Barra, Jake, and I now can't walk in through this way and threaten that side. So now we, as us 3, we kind of all have to walk in through here, which gets super, super tunneled, and it's so easy for the Purse to just set up seeds all around there and just fully defend it. And it's really easy for Panda Cat to hard do free cast for damage, and Mike to zone backline. So now we have Saw rotating in here, which is good, focusing out the pressure on the backline, just keeping him out of the fight. So now we're running out of time here. So with EFG, you want to make a play. You want to get the Phoenix down for free, because it really is really free to get Phoenixes on that. But a very, very good defense by Ghost, and a very proper way to play against EFG. And so with the time left that we have, or that you have with EFG, for example, is you just really, really want to try to pressure a Phoenix, whether it's just a one person alone, since you can backdoor really easily, or as a tank in general, to backdoor a Phoenix. Now, if you ever see someone trying to push out a lane, this is really well done to push out a lane, gets the creeps away so they can't, so nobody can just walk in and backdoor it. Even though in a case with like a jungler or anything like that, you can walk in and backdoor it. So very well done to push this lane out. Does give us a lot of time over here though, since we're already 4-man stacked in this scenario. We can kind of walk in and pressure this out. I think I still have ult up. Yeah, I have ult up. We don't have rattle, but I can walk in and do this easily, like really, really, really easy, and get this for free. I also have poly, I believe. Yeah, I have poly still. Very, very easy walk in to get that. And with EFG, I'm hitting Phoenixes for, with poly, I'm probably hitting Phoenixes for around 600, 700. So here, really, really good engage. Here, let's see. Very, very good engage here from, I believe, Mike. Or actually, Jake engages it. So this is actually the perfect way to play on any type of siege. This is a really, really, really good way to play. So both your tanks blink in at the same time, pressuring a front line or a back line, which here, for example, Jake blinks in from here, goes into the back line with a blink, gets Panda Cat, throws him back into the carries, which is literally the freest engage ever. And here as well, with Twig, pressuring Twig out. So Twig can't help P-Cat at all at this point, and he's pressured out. So this is a really good way. This is how you want your, as hard as it is, this is how you want as a frontline to play, is you want to really, really pressure the backline so they can't do much, and they have to always be reactive and burn beads. So in this scenario, with this pluck that he gets, he sends P-Cat all the way back into me and Barra. So this is a free kill. Really, really free siege at this point. Twig is completely zoned out by a tank. Nothing they can do. Very, very well done in all. And you really want your frontliner, or if you're a frontliner main, this is kind of how you want to do it, is you always want to try to be zoning a backliner, or you want to be peeling. It depends which one. But in this case, when you're sieging, is you always want to be the one diving their backline and putting pressure on them so they can't do it for free. And so now with the defense here, what they have to do with the carry already dead, and they're and I think Twig's full HP here. So Ghost have to, if you're a man down or anything like that, you kind of have to go all in, or you pretty much lose the game if you play really, really passive and defensive. So here, really well done from Mike and FindOK at this point, diving our backline, putting pressure on our backline so we can't do much. And Solo here doing a really good job constantly zoning their backline so they can't get to us for free. So very, very well done in general here from both sides. On the defensive, they have to be reactive. So with the given circumstances that they had, they have to hard dive us, or they lose the game for free, and they kind of have to 50-50 it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Well played. So basically, just the general tips of it is pretty much goes both frontline, try to be on the same page. You want to blink in, siege together at the same time, and pressure out the backline, put pressure on them, make them burn actives, and you can do a reset off of that, and then siege back in once you already got the enemy backline's actives when you're sieging into them. And if you're defending, your frontliners are pretty much the ones that are going to enable your backline to do anything when you're defending. And as a backliner, when you're sieging, you want to be in follow-up range for anything. So if I'm going to draw here, right? If a tank is here and I'm a backliner here, I'm in follow-up range for any type of play that my tank makes here. And as a backliner, I can follow up with anything that he does, and I'm always potent and pressure onto them. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like and a thumbs up. And leave a comment below if you like this type of video. if what else you would like to see, if it was sloppy. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. You can follow me on twitter.com/Venenu_. I stream over at twitch.tv/Venenu_. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys all have an amazing day, and catch you guys on the next one. Later.